Here's Dan Schulman, President and Chief Executive Officer at PayPal, on the discussion Prioritizing Small Business in Economic Recovery, sponsored by PayPal.
This idea of how can we help our small business customers really rethink their entire strategy for how do they continue going forward when the world has shifted more and more towards digital is something that we're, I think, uniquely able to go and do.
Listen to the entire discussion on WTOP.com. Search PayPal.
Politics, power, and the people. From Washington, D.C., this is The Week on the Hill.
We have people scaling the Capitol, hitting the Capitol Police with lead pipes across the head, and we can't get bipartisanship.
What's going to happen with the January 6th commission is the media is going to use this to smear Trump supporters.
The debate over creating a 9/11-style commission to investigate the January 6th attack on the Capitol has moved on from the House to the Senate, where it's facing long odds to get final approval. I'm WTOP's Mitchell Miller, and after a brief period where it looked like the bipartisan commission might have been given new life, its future is now in doubt. 35 House Republicans joined Democrats to support the measure, but Ohio Democrat Tim Ryan expressed disbelief that lawmakers who were themselves the victims of the attack now won't back an independent investigation.
Holy cow. Incoherence. No idea what you're talking about. What else has to happen in this country? Cops. This is a slap in the face to every rank and file cop in the United States. We need two political parties in this country that are both living in reality, and you ain't one of them.
The House's top Republican, Kevin McCarthy, initially said former President Trump shared blame for the rioting, then pulled back on that and helped force Congresswoman Liz Cheney out of the GOP leadership for criticizing the former president. He also originally supported a commission, but now opposes it, arguing there are plenty of other probes underway.
You've got two committees in the Senate already doing their investigation. I believe in 2 weeks they'll already have their report back, even though Pelosi wasted all this time. You got the architect of the Capitol given $10 million to study what we need done here to protect it. And then you got the Justice Department, rightfully does a much better job than we could ever do. Arrested already 445 people.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has made similar arguments, making it clear that he too will oppose creation of the commission.
It's not at all clear what new facts or additional investigation yet another commission could actually lay on top of existing efforts by law enforcement and Congress.
That shifted the political scales for fellow Senate Republicans. While a few say they're open to looking at changes in the House legislation that was negotiated with GOP support, the vast majority have made it clear they'll oppose the panel, and Democrats won't be able to get the legislation passed without at least 10 Senate Republicans to overcome a filibuster. I spoke with House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer about the developments and his reaction to opposition from Republican leaders.
First of all, I was deeply disappointed. Neither McConnell nor McCarthy are taking yes for an answer. They asked for a commission that was equally divided. The proposal is equally divided. They asked for a commission that would have equal authority from Republicans and Democrats on subpoenas. They got exactly that. What they did not get was their request that the commission look at a broad reach of activities in this country as opposed to focusing on a unique, deeply troubling, tragic incident that occurred when citizens of this country, Americans, implemented an insurrection in an attempt to stop the democratic process of electing a president of the United States. And for Senator McConnell or Leader McCarthy to dissemble on this, it clearly is apparent that they are either following what Donald Trump wants. He doesn't want this commission. He doesn't want the truth. He doesn't want the facts to come out. I understand that. McCarthy and McConnell are acting totally out of political desire to protect Donald Trump. And I think it's a sad day for America when the minority party leaders do not act in a way consistent with the protection of our American democracy, our Constitution, and the Congress of the United States.
So is it possible Democrats will create a select committee to investigate?
Well, we're going to get at the truth, and if the Senate refuses to pass it, then we will be left with no other alternative but to pursue it on our own, and we will do that.
There's also the matter of whether the Senate will approve a nearly $2 billion measure to beef up security at the Capitol in the wake of the rioting in January. The House only passed that legislation by a single vote after a group of liberal Democrats threatened to sink the measure due to concerns it provided too much in additional funding to Capitol Police following last summer's protests and calls to defund the police.
On this vote, the yeas are 213, the nays are 212, with 3 answering present. The bill is passed, and without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Well, it barely passed the House. Like legislation for the January 6th Commission, the security measure faces an uphill battle in the Senate. It calls for a wide range of funding priorities, including a retractable fence around the Capitol complex and a ready reaction force that would be able to quickly respond to any threats. As Congress debates over how to handle the security situation, one major change is taking place. The roughly 2,000 National Guard members who have remained on patrol around the Capitol in the wake of the rioting more than 4 months ago are now poised to leave. A fence that went up after the rioting, however, still stands around the Capitol grounds, a prominent reminder of what happened on January 6th. I'm WTOP's Mitchell Miller, and this is The Week on the Hill.